Hey guys, thanks for joining us again here at the Wealth Max podcast. Today is a very, very important topic we're going to be talking about. It's going to probably be a shorter podcast, but we're going to talk about breaking free from the savings trap. We are trapped in 2022 in regards to the mentality of saving and investing. Okay? We are not accustomed to doing the right things in order to have our mind feel good about saving and investment. So hear me out, okay? So the first thing is our brain is very, very powerful, okay? That is the biggest, strongest, most effective muscle in the human body, okay? Is the brain. And the brain controls basically everything that we do. And there's something called consistency, right? And the brain gets trained to what we constantly do because humans are creatures of habit. Right? I'm sure everybody's heard that, right? That humans are creatures of habit, right? And what the hell does that actually mean? So every time you pick up your phone and you scroll on Instagram or you scroll on TikTok, that is a dopamine hit in your brain for instant gratification. You're getting instant pleasure. You're getting instant entertainment. You're getting instant information. And you don't want that information to last long. That's why short videos are more popular than longer videos. And that's why 15-second videos have a higher probability of going viral versus a 3-minute video because the human brain is not accustomed to paying attention for 3 minutes anymore. So when it comes to saving and investing, and when you're talking about 65 years old, the human brain, when you start working at the age of 21, 20, 18, your brain can't even understand what it looks like to be 65 years old. You are looking at what your plans are for Friday, Saturday, maybe next weekend. But I know not even many people plan for what they're doing next month. Okay, so never mind planning for 65, death with life insurance, long-term care insurance for a nursing home. When I start talking to people about, hey, have you ever thought about what you're going to do if you needed some nursing care? They look at me like I'm crazy. And the fact is, in 2042, 25% of our population is going to be over the age of 65. We're going to have an old population because we're not having a lot of children right now, right? So in 2042, 25% of our population is going to be over the age of 65, and 50% of those 65-year-olds are going to need some type of nursing care, whether it's long-term care with nursing homes, whether it's nurses coming into your home and helping you eat, bathe, dress. 50% of our 25% of the population is going to need long-term care help, and nobody's planning for it. So I don't know what's going to happen, right? And 99% of you don't even give a shit, right? So it's the instant gratification that we are so accustomed to with our phones. If we have a question, we have Siri. We have Google, right? Now you have AI writing emails, essays, podcast scripts, right? There is no preparation needed anymore. There's no study material needed. There's a lot of instant gratification feeding the dopamines of your brain, and that is affecting your ability to save and invest for the future. And unless you sit back and say, wow, I am not accustomed to saving, I am not accustomed to investing, and I need to slowly develop that consistent behavior, you're never going to do it. It's going to be way too late. You're not going to be able to afford to retire. You're going to rely on, hopefully, a younger generation if you have kids But instant gratification is killing our ability to save and invest. That's why, hear me out, that's why advisors right now are only focused on baby boomers because they have all the money. They already know how to invest. They already know they need to invest. You younger generation, you people in your 20s, your 30s, even sometimes your 40s, have no ability to train your brain to put aside some of your income. And that's really going to hurt you, and you will be broke. Okay, you will be broke. And that has something to do with lack of financial literacy. Okay, so let's get to that, right? Lack of financial literacy. In high school, in college, nobody is trained to invest. Nobody is trained to save. Nobody is trained to balance a checkbook. Nobody is taught on what an investment is, a mutual fund, a 401k, a 403b, what is health insurance. But 100% of us need it. So figure that out. Our schooling curriculum has no financial literacy involved in saving and investing. However, 100% of people have to do it. So the first time you get a car, you've never driven a car before, but I give you the keys to a very fast sports car. Okay? You've never driven a car before. You have no experience. You've never read a book about it. But here's the keys. Go drive. And that's what people are doing when you get your first job. Here's income. Maybe it's 30, 40,000. It's going to increase to 50, 60. Then it's going to increase to 70, 80. And nobody's ever taught you. You've never gotten a license before. You've never had to take a test. You've never gotten any type of education on how to control that vehicle you're giving to, which is income, which is your job, which is your biggest tool of creating wealth, is the ability to make income. Your income is your biggest tool in your tool belt, okay? This is water, by the way. Okay. So financial literacy, our schooling system fails us. Okay. Our schooling system fails us. They need to change it. I hope they change it. There are people pushing for financial literacy to enter our schooling curriculums. Okay. Another reason why we suck at saving and investing is social comparison and lifestyle comparison. You're going on TikTok. You're seeing all these 21-year-olds, you're seeing all these 30-year-olds in Miami and in New York, and they're making all types of money, and they're doing all types of great activities, and you are comparing yourself to these people. Comparison is the root of all evil, okay? If you are comparing yourself to a Grant Cardone, to a Ryan Pineda, to a Chris Crone, to any type of real estate guru, you are gonna feel bad about yourself. You're going to say, "Hey, I should be doing that stuff, or I should be having a boat, or I should be having a summer house, or I should be having, a motorcycle, or I should be having an ATV." And you haven't contributed to your investments, your retirement, your life insurance, your disability, and all of a sudden you have all these, these nice things, but they're all depreciating assets, right? Just because you're comparing yourself to these famous people living an extraordinary lifestyle, and you're trying to look rich and actually not be rich. You're actually trying to make it seem on social media that you're wealthy, but you're not investing. Okay. And the reason why you're not investing is because you don't have investing and saving goals. What are your goals? I always tell my clients, I say, what are your investing and saving goals? Right? And they say, well, I save what I can. Okay, but what is your goal? So you're telling me you work 40 to 50 hours a week for 50 weeks out of the year, 51, 52 weeks out of the year, and you've never sat down with a significant other or a financial professional and developed goals on what you're saving and investing activities and actions are going to be? You're working thousands of hours every single year and you're not organizing where that income is going. Oh, well, it's going, I got to pay my expenses. Groceries are, the price of groceries, inflation, crazy, gas, crazy. My insurance just went up. Okay, so adjust your goals, adjust the type of planning that you're doing. But that's like a business not having any type of organization on what they're going to do with the money that comes in. That's why they hire CFOs for millions of dollars, right? And so you need to have financial goals, okay? And that's what a financial professional can help you set, okay, with the amount of income and with the amount of expenses, okay? But first thing is first, you have to have self-control, and then you have to set goals. You have to become financially literate, and you have to stop having instant gratification. So the first thing I'm going to have you do is create some type of budget. If you don't have a budget already, I can send you a budget. Email me, direct message me. I can send you a very developed budget. It's so easy. You will never miss a category that you're spending on, but you need to know what's coming in and what's going out and how much is left over and what are you doing with that leftover money. My rule of thumb is for every dollar you make, only 80% of that dollar is yours. 20% of that dollar needs to go 20 cents of that dollar needs to go into saving and investing. And in that 20, 10% needs to go to liquid investments and savings that if you need it, God forbid, today, you have access to it. And 10% of that saving needs to go to the future. Okay? And the stock market is your friend. Okay? Everybody thinks the stock market's scary, right? You turn on CNN, you turn on Fox News, you got all these media gurus, all these market gurus, inflation, things are going crazy. Joe Biden's falling asleep, Donald Trump's tweeting. The stock market long term will always win. It is a passive way to invest. You don't have to be a landlord to get rich. You don't have to buy rental properties and flip houses to get rich. Everybody, obviously real estate is a great investment, right? It's a great way to grow wealth. However, it's a very active way. You have to be very active within your real estate. And I recommend you have both, but I think the way to get rich while sleeping and not getting phone calls is within the stock market. Within investing, okay, every single month, every single year, for the rest of your entire life, until you need those assets to start feeding you. You feed that investment until you need that investment to feed you. However, in order for that investment vehicle to feed you, you need to feed it first. It will not feed you, although, like the government, will feed you, right? An investment vehicle like the stock market will not help you in the future unless you help your investment vehicle now. So you're going to want to create a budget and understand your cash flow. Understand what's going in, what's coming out from your income, what's left over, and where. Let's start organizing with goals where that is going, okay? Understanding where money is going, okay? And then, like I said, set specific saving goals. If you make $100,000 a year, there's no way you should not be saving $10,000 a year. You are living way beyond your means if you're not able to save 10% of your gross income. Okay? And that's very popular, is living way beyond people's means, right? And how do you save the 10,000? How do you save 10% of your income? You automate your savings and investing. Okay, what does that mean? You automatically, every single month, just like your car payment, it comes out. Whether you like it or not, it comes out. The first time you had that $500 car payment, it sucked. The second time, it sucked. The third time, it sucked a little bit less. The fourth time, it sucked a little bit less. The fifth time, hey, it is what it is. By 24 months down the road, you don't really look at it anymore. You're so accustomed to it because it was automated for you for such a long time. And that's how people need to invest and save their money. Okay? That's how they got to do it, right? But obviously, you got to see what's left over from your expenses, from your income after your expenses, right? The second thing, guys, is identify what are your triggers. Is it eating out? Is it, going on vacation, right? Every time that you see $2,000 in your bank, $3,000 in the bank, boom, you book a cruise. Is that a trigger for you? Okay, because if that's the case, then we need to control that trigger. We can't have that account reach 5,000. If every time that account reach 5,000, boom, you book a vacation, right? So impulse purchases can really kill somebody's financial goals. Okay, and find frugal alternatives. Okay, that's a huge one. Today I went to the gym. I was starving. I said, I'm going to pass out. I had a good workout. Me and my workout partner had a really good workout. I was going to pass out. I didn't have a meal prior to my workout. And so what I did was I bought a protein shake at the gym. At my house, I have a protein, container. And each serving is about $1.20 a serving. Okay, I had 2 scoops of protein, which would have been $2.40 if I had made the protein shake. I spent $8.50 on a protein shake, which is almost 400 times what I would have spent if I just was more frugal and understood, hey, I'm going to probably be hungry, right? And so if you do that every single day, your expenses are 400 times more than they actually should be. Where I could have took that $6 and saved it, invested it, right? Contributed that to a bill of mine, right? So you got to be frugal with some of the expenses that you see. So one thing that I do with my clients is we take a look at what we're spending on our bank account. The statement tells you everything. Where is your money going? After your expenses, after you pay your mortgage, your car, your insurance, your taxes, your everything. Where is the money going, right? Is it going to Chipotle? Okay. Well, you probably can make that same bowl that you get at Chipotle for $13 for probably like $3, and you could feed like your whole family for $13, right? But I think the most important thing, guys, to conclude this podcast, this video, is you got to surround yourself with support. If you're surrounding yourself with people who live paycheck to paycheck, you're not going to save. If you're surrounding yourself with people who don't care about saving or investing or has no idea what saving and investing even looks like, I can assure you, you are probably not saving and investing. But if you are contributing yourself, if you're surrounding yourself, to people who are contributing to their 401k and coworkers that are saving money or buying real estate, guys, that's gonna be an influence on you, right? And so another way that you could support yourself is by hiring a financial professional. I know financial professionals that charge not a lot of money. Okay, they can help you organize your expenses. They can help you organize your automated investments. That's what we do here at Wealth Max. That's what we try to help people do, is better their financial lives, which will ultimately better their overall life. Okay? Wealth is going to give you freedom, flexibility, and control. Okay? That's what money does. Okay? And everybody's biggest tool is their income. And you spend 40 to 50 hours a week developing and creating the income that you guys have. It is now time to take that income and maximize it. Okay? Stop getting the protein shakes at the gym. Buy a container of protein for $70 with 60 servings, like I do, okay? And shake it up in a bottle. Shake it up in a bottle. Okay? Understand that you guys are against the odds. It is 2023. TikTok is becoming more famous. Instagram is becoming more famous. Now YouTube has what? Short reels now. YouTube has short reels. Netflix and Hulu, their numbers are going down. Why? Because people cannot sit for hours anymore. Their brain gets tired of watching the same thing for hours now. So now TikTok is taking over. Now you're seeing movies go into TikTok. I've noticed that. Okay, so you guys are against the odds. You guys are not trained or educated on how to save and invest. That's why you need a coach. Okay, that's why you need somebody to support you, hold you accountable. Okay, because when you do something with consistency, okay, and control, you start to gain confidence. Okay, you start to gain confidence and you start to do it ritually. Okay, and in order to do that, you have to start. So today's a good day to start. Yesterday was better. Tomorrow's okay, but today is the best day to start. All right, so thanks for joining us here on the second episode of Wealth Max Podcast. We're going to be coming to you next week talking more about investments, okay, and numbers. We're going to show you graphs. It's going to be a pretty cool thing. But again, if you guys have any questions, DM me. I'd like to start talking about some of the questions that you guys have and be more interactive here. As we increase viewers, I think that's going to happen. But as of right now, guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next week.